appreciate everybody being here. Just Dave and I'll answer any questions, sort of a end of the season wrap-up. So, you know, before I came here, I heard so much about the Seattle sports fan and how loud and how passionate they are. I've won 2 cups. I've lost in a cup final. So I've been to some pretty loud buildings along the way. That experience in Game 6 in our building was absolutely outstanding.
Game 6 against the Dallas Stars.
Holding it. Drops for Gord. Gord out in front. Gord shoots. The rebound. Score! Yanni Gord!
The players, seeing the community just sort of rally, gave them a huge boost. And from an organization standpoint, can't say, thank you enough to our fans for the support they give us. It was outstanding to see, and very proud to be part of the Seattle sports scene with those kind of fans.
The final seconds tick down. The crowd to their feet. The Seattle Kraken have staved off elimination.
They should be proud of what they accomplished this year, but we didn't have to say that. Our players were saying that to us. They understood that they had a good season, but they were not happy that they didn't advance beyond this round. But I think our guys are very understanding of that task ahead.
Yeah, our boy Groob out.
I should have took that.
All right, I'll feed you a few lines and then you just want to go right for it.
Is it like, hey, Seattle, what's cracking?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hey, Seattle, what's cracking? Use that. You gotta use it.
It's a new year, year number 3, and the new journey for the Seattle Kraken.
I look forward to, you feel the buzz around this year a lot more than maybe prior years, with just how we maybe created a bigger fan base and excitement through the playoff games, and the success we had getting 100 points and then winning a round and almost getting through.
This is a very, very good hockey team. This is not a Cinderella story.
Right. Everybody, top to bottom in this organization, what they have done now in 2 years is spectacular.
What was special about this team last year, and what are your expectations going into this season?
I see a lot of compete with our team, and we have all the skill sets to be a very powerful team out there, and we showed that last year in the playoffs, so I'm just really looking forward to the start of the season.
Day one, just back to work. Everybody's put in a lot of time and a lot of effort over the summer. After, I'm sure, a little breather. You don't just naturally pick up where you left off. You have to work to get back to that point. And one of the things we've talked about is just, let's make sure the competitiveness gets back to where it needs to be right away. The majority of players in camp are competing for spots right now. So that's just day by day, and that's why we don't get too far ahead. We haven't got into any big picture messages, anything like that. It's do what you can do today right now, and that'll help us get ready. We'll expect everybody to do their part. The biggest thing is having everybody that's part of the final roster to feel like they're empowered, that, when they're part of the lineup, that they've got to go out and they've got to contribute, in whatever a manner that is right for their skill set. They have to go out and contribute and do their part for our group. I talked about it a lot last year. Just making sure we're ready for the starter's gun here. You get right back into it. You have 82 games to build a playoff-worthy season, and that's, the difficult challenge that is, the great challenge that is. But equally excitingly, on the exciting side, it's an awesome opportunity for us to be able to start, get ready to start game one to build, a season that puts us back in the playoffs.
Oh, the heroes from the spring return to the deep. So many legendary performances in the playoffs. Some new faces have been added. Preseason game number 1, the Kraken and the Calgary Flames. Dancing again, here's Beniers. He scores! Kraken to the
Ever since I showed up, it's been pretty apparent that the team's tight-knit. I feel like that really helps on the ice when you're all playing for one another, so I think that's a big part of our team.
That out in front of turnaround bid. Coronado blocked. Dunn got a cross and a cover. Bill DiGiuseppe. A shot taken to court, says no.
They're a very welcoming group, and they go to bat for each other, and they care for one another, and it's been fun to be a part of. I know they don't have a lot of changeover from last year, and they have a similar group to what they had last year, so they welcome me with open arms, and really happy to be a part of it.
Rifling back in, scores!
When you think of Vegas, you think of lights, you think of over the top, big, loud, noisy. It's all of that.
Tonight, the Seattle Kraken begin a new chapter in their young history. They have set high expectations for this upcoming season, which begins tonight on the road and in the home of the defending Stanley Cup champions.
Anytime you're in the building for a banner ceremony, I don't care if you're a player or a fan, it's a cool thing to see. It was really cool to be in the building. The energy was there.
Players come set. We're underway. The third season of Seattle Kraken hockey.
That first 10 minutes, Seattle came out firing.
Walks it down. Alexiak centering pass. Oh, just put wide by Will Borgen.
And it felt like a playoff game again for the Kraken.
In the corner, it's thrown out in front. That shot, score! Jared McCann, the 40-goal scorer for the last.
Vegas, they found a way to withstand that early pressure, and they didn't let the hangover bother them, you know, and they were able to come out and do what made them successful. They harnessed that energy, they used their crowd, and for them, it turned into a successful night.
Seattle Kraken come into Vegas and they'll fall in their season opener 4-1. For the Vegas Golden Knights.
Dave, what's the balance between learning from this game and just letting it go?
It's not, we're not going to let it go. You know, we left something on the table today. I'm not disappointed with our overall effort. It's game one. We've got to take some things out of this, improve on them, and get right back at it.
Vegas's atmosphere is great, but it doesn't even compare to our atmosphere at Climate Pledge Arena.
The first time in 5 months, home ice comes alive, and a battle sets up a rematch in the first round of last year's Stanley Cup playoffs.
When you're going into a brand new hockey town, an NHL market for the very first time, and the passion that we have and our fans have and this community has been amazing. And last year, you go into the first round, you beat Colorado. To get the Avalanche again in your home opener, that place is electric.
For the first time since a thrilling victory in Game 6 of the second round of last season's Stanley Cup playoffs, the Seattle Kraken are back under our roof with a history-making rematch against the Colorado Avalanche, the team that they beat for their very first playoff series win in franchise history. The lights are out. The fans are being introduced to the 2023-2024 Seattle Kraken as they get set to defend the deep. Underway for Season 3 at
I could feel the energy from the beginning. I know it's such a passionate sports city, and playing in Climate Pledge last night, and it was great that they were behind us the whole way.
Back in front, soft the post, Karche! Oh my, he almost got the first goal of the game. Now it's in, Yamamoto, he scores! And from the sharpest of angles, Kyler Yamamoto, the Spokane native, the Washingtonian, puts the Kraken on top by a 1-0 score. 4:51 left in period number 1. You look at this game, shots, grade A chances, PK, the work that was done on the power play. You out-hit this team, you outdraw them in the face-off circle, but the offense still not there, the goals just not trickling in for the Kraken. You know what, as long as at the end of the day,
I still believe.
Yes, I still believe. And the Seattle Kraken will fall for the first time here at home tonight. 4-1.
I mean, the chances are there. It's just we just got to execute a little bit. We got to find a way to bear down and to get the ball rolling, because once it does, I know it's going to go. I mean, obviously it's only 4 games in, but you want to try and find a sense of urgency, a sense of passion, and get going again.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's ducking that inside of our dressing room. I mean, everybody wants to score a little more and provide a little bit more, but you can't wave a magic wand and have that happen. We've got to, you just got to stay really confident inside of the room. You just have to find a way to get over the hump. And there's no magic formula. I'll tell you what the formula is: a bunch of guys sticking together, a bunch of guys working extremely hard, and you got to push for a win. It's amazing how momentum swings the other way in this game, but for the time being, we got to push for that win.
All right, thanks, Hack. Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
All right, Emma, we go in the field and we find the nicest one.
The best. The beautifulest. This one's going to be for me, and we have to find another one for you. What about if that's yours?
Oh, that's going to be mine, okay.
Okay. Because I want a beautiful orange one.
Oh, okay.
That's true, right?
What? You like this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I broke this.
You broke this? You're crazy.
Obviously, it's been hard the first few games, but we just got to believe in our identity.
Face off, sit back and enjoy this one. Off the draw, Dre Burakovsky. He'll rethink it, shoot it, stepped in! Yanni Gord! The pepper pot on
The strength of this team, I think it's the depth. I think everybody can do the job. And for us, I think that's a matter of trying hard every single night. And we know someone's going to produce, but do the right thing.
Behind him, Orlov shot turned aside by DeCourt. There goes Kochetkov, extra attacker on. Bjorkstrand scores!
That's Kraken hockey, baby. Win number 1 for Dave Hextall and his club.
And then I think that's where we're at. Keep building and pushing that standard.
It's time to bring our pumpkins home.